everyone, I am back and it's November the 2nd. Can you believe it? I'm trying to wrap my head around that because it was just yesterday that it was January 1st and it was the beginning of the year, and now it is almost the holidays. A couple days ago was Halloween, as we know, and I dressed up as a princess. I guess I will insert a picture here of that. So that was really fun, but why I'm bringing that up is if you took part in the candy life on Halloween and you ate a bunch of stuff that you know is not good for you. We know that the candy is GMO and it's just totally, it's a toxic soup. The candies that are given to the children on Halloween are they're just horrible for the body. And I know that, it's centered around having fun and, festivities and stuff like that, but it doesn't take away that those things are still toxic. So if you took part in those shenanigans, I want to let you know that it's not too late to start over and to get right back on the raw vegan path or the vegan path, and that you can do it, It doesn't matter how many times you get off the wagon, you have to get back on, right? Because our health is all we have. Have you guys figured that out yet? That if you don't have your health, you don't have anything in this world. You can have all the money, you can have just love, which is wonderful and it's very important. But if you don't have a healthy physical body, your life is going to be shortened, or you're going to have to go through things on a daily basis that you wouldn't have to otherwise if you were healthy. And how do we get healthy? Well, the main way and the main thing that I love talking about obviously is the diet. It's very easy to get healthy on a raw vegan diet, just constantly stuffing your face with fruits and vegetables, small amount of soaked and sprouted nuts and seeds, sprouts, etc. There's also an emotional part of getting healthy, If we're gonna tie the emotions in with the food, as most of us know, there's many emotions that go along with food, and we have to let go of these attachments if we want to truly see our potential rise. And all this emotional eating and eating when we're bored and eating when we're not truly hungry, it's really got to stop, because our body is not a garbage disposal and we've got to start realizing that. So only eat when you're really hungry, and when you're really hungry, right? You just feel it, you're really super hungry. But if you're bored and you eat, it's just like, okay, I'm just eating this because I'm bored, or I had a bad day, or I had a bad day at work, etc. So we've got to only eat when we're truly hungry. And whenever we're hungry, we need to eat things that are made for our bodies anyway. And these crazy processed foods that are in the stores right now, it is crazy town. Our country is based on processed foods, and I feel like if processed foods all of a sudden, poof, went away tomorrow, people would freak out and be like, what am I gonna eat? And that is when you know you have a problem. Even whenever people talk about a raw vegan or vegan lifestyle, they go, okay, well, you took away this, this, and this. And they go, what am I gonna eat? You can't think of it like that. You have to think about it like, oh my gosh, all of this produce, this is what I get to eat for the rest of my life. This is amazing. And that is how I think every single day when I wake up. And I want you to know that that is 100% the truth. I get so excited when I open my fridge and I see all of the beautiful colors that I'm gonna ingest and that are gonna become a part of me. Because you have to realize that what you eat becomes a part of you. Do you want something that's dead and devitalized in your precious body that you only get one of? In this lifetime, in this physical world, you only get one body. And to me, as we all know, I place very high importance into what I put into my body because I love it. I'm very appreciative for it, and I love life, okay? And if you love life, then you start to really figure out that you need to be healthy, and produce can get you there. Yeah, so one other thing I wanted to talk about is that whenever you bring up the fact that you're vegan to anyone, you vegans out there, please let me know. Write this in the comments, but is it so true that primarily the first reaction of people is almost an annoyance, or they kind of brush you off, or some people even get angry when you tell them that you're vegan? And to me, that's got me scratching my head. I just don't understand that at all, because you think it would be flipped. You think that in a truly peaceful, loving world, if someone were killing something, killing a precious animal and then eating it, you'd think that everyone would get, you know, annoyed and mad at them instead of the other way around. So we're kind of living in a crazy time right now. And I would encourage you that if you're watching this and you're not vegan, instead of getting annoyed or put off by, you know, the whole vegan movement, if you want to call it that. It's sad that it's a movement because we were born vegans, you know what I mean? So that's another crazy thing about what time we're living in right now. But yeah, I mean, be open-minded. I have found myself being so much more open-minded since I stumbled upon the raw vegan lifestyle, and, you know, really uplifting my spirituality in all kinds of ways. And I'm so much more open-minded than I was, you know, 5 years ago or whatever. And I just love it, you know? So it's just kind of crazy to me how the vegan lifestyle is perceived by the mass majority of people, and that's got to change, right? It's got to change because our health is going down the drain. Almost, you know, every person I come in contact with is sick, has some sort of physical malfunction, or knows someone that is sick. And that is so sad, because I am blessed that in my immediate family, no one is sick. And I'm so blessed, but I can't imagine, you know, if I was healthy, but I was walking around with that kind of weight on my shoulder that someone I knew or loved was sick, that would start to burden me. So if you're watching this and you understand that raw fruits and vegetables can heal you, if you detox your body and wash away a whole lifetime of debris inside of your body that you don't even know about, you can heal. And if you know that, please tell your friends and family, because it can save people's lives. Now, I see people almost on a daily basis that are complaining of some sort of physical malfunction, and the doctors are running all of these tests and blah blah blah, and they don't really know what's wrong, and they don't know why they have these physical malfunctions in the first place. And I'm just screaming inside, and I'm just like, change your diet, you have to detox, get your kidneys flushed, do a liver flush, get your lymphatic system moving, change your lifestyle. And that is what I'm screaming in my head, but it's so hard to, for it to be the right time or place to be able to tell people things. And sometimes it's sad, but you just have to let it go and move on with your life. Because if I spent my whole life trying to preach to everyone or try to tell people the real golden key secret is detoxifying with raw fruits and vegetables and herbs, I would be exhausted and I would have no time for me. Okay, so that's why I love doing these videos, because I feel like I can get this message out without telling people individually, because that becomes very almost draining. And so I love doing YouTube videos, and I hope that they have changed one person's life or inspired people. And yeah, because fruit can heal, vegetables can heal, and detoxing is the golden key to health. So that's my video for today. If you engorged on a bunch of Halloween candy, just move on and start back on the detoxification train, because that's all you can do in this life, is take it one step at a time, get back on the train or whatever you want to call it, and start looking towards health in any way that you can every single day. That's what I do, and I wake up with joy every single day. I wake up happy and healthy every single day, and I have so much energy, and I just love produce. So thank you so much for watching and commenting and subscribing and clicking like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.